I hope you're all doing well. It is a great day. It is still the tournament going on, and we have a banger of a match coming up for you. I'm one of your commentators, Torva0, and I'm joined by the amazing Malteser. And of course, the players themselves will be, of course, runnysunny versus gnahus. This is going to be a great match, I believe. Two very, very good players who are also pretty experienced in the tournament realm as well. Got any feelings and opinions on this?
I mean, yeah, this is going to be a battle between fairly similar skill sets, like hidden-wise and mechanics-wise, I would say.
Yeah.
But some gimmicks, but mostly mechanics.
Yeah, I'd say so. Like, I feel like they both can definitely play into the realm of gimmick if they have to, but I think their comfort will just go into those more mechanical focus ones, as you mentioned, or just seeing where they can prod around, see if they can get the small edge over the other, and see what really works, I think, is the way they might play her.
Yeah, like, gnahus is going to be more focused on that aim side of the mechanics, while runnysunny will be focused more on that tapping side. But it's like, the margins are very thin. Yeah,
I'd say so. Like, gnahus, like, I'd say slightly has, again, as you mentioned, the edge on aim. I think if it comes to the more gimmick reading side of things, I think Runny definitely, well, not definitely, I think Runny has a small bit of an edge over that, because I know over the past year, especially since last year's COE, after that Hidden 2 performance, he's went in to lock in on the Hidden 2s or lower approach rates, and he's gotten a lot better at them. So I think he's definitely opened the avenues of what he can play into now.
Yeah, I second everything that he said there, right?
Yeah.
And then gnahus, he's been playing quite a bit himself, especially Valorant. And he's known for that aim slop stuff.
Yeah.
But also some hybrid. So DT, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, because I remember during the COE play-ins that we had just a few weeks ago, I remember watching gnahus' game, and for some reason it just slipped my mind that gnahus can just play tapping as well. Like, he's just comfortable on it. Like, you go to 300 BPM, he's going to be comfortable as well. So these two are going to be, like, a lot more evenly matched than maybe either originally presumed or still more evenly matched than you could have even guessed.
Yeah, I mean, the main difference tapping-wise is going to be the stamina.
Yeah,
and that Nomad 2 really accentuates that.
Yeah. I feel like you go to something like that Nomad 2, and it will be just on the tapping alone, I think it will start to favor Runny. Just obviously got to hope on the comfort on the aim overall. And then, like, you want to go to, like, that Nomad 1, I want to say, or even the Hard Rock 1, and I think, like, gnahus is just going to be really, really comfortable. Like, that's just his home territory.
Yeah, 100% second there. But now the question is, I'm not really familiar anymore with how these two are on precision. So that Hard Rock 2, and technically that Nomad 5.
I'm not too sure on gnahus' ability. I think he can definitely play it. I mean, I was going to go into the fact that I know that Runny is pretty comfortable in precision. I've seen him perform, like, LGA on those Hard Rock 2s is really comfortable. So seeing that Nomad 5 protection, when he has, I think, even a bit of experience on the map itself, and the buff version, I get it.
That's gonna be an interesting pick later down the line if it happens.
Yeah, because we were saying about, the stamina and tapping would favor a bit more towards Runny side of things, but if we're seeing a DT2 protect from gnahus,
I mean, it's high BPM. It could be like the modern player effect, where you kind of have that highest skill ceiling, kind of.
Yeah.
You kind of struggle on the longer streams at low BPM, but you have a bit more comfortability when the BPM is increased and the streams are reduced.
Yeah, I get that. Like, just having more comfort at the high BPMs, and overall, maybe just plays. I mean, to be fair, it does play around the star ring a bit more than, your usual player, I'd say, even at the high level. So, overall, I think a solid protect. It's just, again, one that really, I don't think either of us expected.
In retrospect, kind of makes sense, but yeah. That Hard Rock 2 is being banned out by gnahus, and DT1 banned out by runnysunny. Both, I guess, typical bans for them in this match.
Yeah, I'd say honestly quite a smart ban. I mean, you see, your opponent protects the Nomad 5, getting rid of the other precision map. I feel like it's just a safe bet to do so, and also getting rid of, like, the DT1 and counteract. You don't really want to take gnahus to DT if you can avoid it, unless it might feel comfortable on.
Yeah. I mean, he's so good at that high AR reading. Has some 3-man plays himself.
Yeah,
and the AR on that cycle hit, which I think it's 9.5 base, or is it 9.4 base?
I think it is 9.5, yeah.
Yeah, that might be the second ban for Runny, but he could also leave it open because he might be comfortable himself. And we also see the Hard Rock 3 ban, which is kind of the other precision map left.
Yeah, and then, getting rid of the, it's like kind of techie CS 5.2. And then, seeing the Hidden 2 ban as well coming in from runnysunny, where it's not necessarily the crazy low AR one, but the weird reading. I think it is overall quite a decent ban to get rid of, just because of how awkward it is, and gnahus is reading, especially on high approach rates, can come for one, and low approach rate, I think it's still quite good.
And we start off with DT3. Cycle hit.
Starting off with an absolute banger. I have a slight feeling, I want to get a gauge here. Do we like this song? Are we excited to see it played by two very great players? That's what I want to hear. First map between these two players, as you mentioned, the DT3 cycle hit, a very, very famous map and a song. Adding on DT has incredibly iconic scores. Now getting to see it at a LAN stage feels kind of more surreal than I would have ever expected. It's just a crazy difficult map, crazy difficult song, and it just goes insanely hard. But let's see how these players are feeling today with this match.
Yeah, we're going to start off with basically the first section that you need to look out for is those cut doubles.
Yes.
That long stream is just basically, can you time your up and down movements at the same time when you're going left?
Yeah, they can throw you off so easily if you're not careful. And early in, we are seeing misses actually coming in from both of them, but gnahus is going to be coming out of those misses with a bit more accuracy and getting through some of the first harder sections of the map. You know, those
both making it through.
Yeah, they're making it through, but miss right after.
Yeah, they're both missing basically at the exact same times, but it's gnahus with that 98 versus runnysunny's 91 and 90% now. And you can just see the massive difference in the comfortability on this AR, I'm assuming, where runnysunny's hitting just a bit late. Maybe not quite used to the AR, and gnahus not having any of these problems himself.
Yeah, gnahus, I mean, as we were going over right earlier in, tapping, he's just really comfortable at it. The reading, just so comfortable at it. And it comes to the aim, of course he's going to be comfortable at it. And so far, it's going to be a 76k advantage.
That's a massive lead right now.
Yeah, and it's just going to keep growing, because gnahus is climbing now into that 500 combo realm, still with the high 98% accuracy. Entered flow state and is just
and he
chilling.
Just doesn't miss. He just doesn't miss. He's just going. He's still going.
He's just able to do it.
I mean, he had that 2 little slip-ups, and that's it. Like, he hit basically the hardest section all in the row, but missing right at the start and at the end.
Yeah. If you can chain them together from this point onwards, it's going to be a borderline lethal score. And honestly, at this point, it's already starting to look like it. It's 120k score difference between them.
Yeah, another breakdown section here. This one's a bit less intense than the one that we saw at the start, but it's still very hard, especially tapping-wise, where you have 17 no streams, which we see gnahus miss right at the end of it.
Yeah, I would say a bit of an unfortunate miss, but it's still in a comfortable lead, so it's nothing to be worried about. And still half the map to go. It is going to take a lot of work if Runny wants to try and bring it back, and quite a major collapse from gnahus. And we do see a miss in quite a few 50s there, but will not be enough, as it is still 137k score difference. This is a strong performance from gnahus, to say the least.
Yeah, runnysunny finally ahead on combo, but it might be a little too late. 100k difference, that's going to be very hard to make back, especially with that deficit that he has.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Like, you know, 93% accuracy is still respectable, especially on a map of this caliber, but you know, when your opponent is still dropping a 97.7, still able to find those combos, and is just overall looking extremely confident on this map, you just have to play Unreal or just go next.
And here we go. Once again, one of those hard patterns is the space doubles. Are we going to be seeing gnahus combo through them?
Oh.
I mean, it slips up a bit before this, but now it's the intense section. This is the one that's going to see the difference between the two players, comfortability-wise.
Yeah, I mean, this section of the map has caused so many scores to collapse and crumble, and we're seeing gnahus going through it with only a 1 miss. A very, very spectacular moment there for him. Another miss we found, but those misses don't even matter. The score difference is too great, and that performance is just insane to start off with.
It's actually running, suddenly making it with the larger combo at the end.
Yeah, it came the combo at the end, but
yeah, I mean, he made back some comfortability. Like, his score went from 90% to 94 almost. And if he had kept up from the start, it would have been a lot closer, because we saw his play just get better and better as the map went on.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's just, you know, diving straight into it as your first map rather than, you know, getting yourself into the flow of things. Maybe not too early expected, but I mean, it's how the game goes sometimes. And gnahus scoring himself a brilliant first point on the board. It's runnysunny's time to counter that pick. And I mean, there's a lot of options on the board, I'd say, but I don't think we pull out the protect this early. We're not in a danger zone, right? So
yeah,
I think we save it for a bit later, and I think we go down something like that no more too is where my eyes are going.
Yeah, they played a bit more tap. They played some tapping, maybe a bit more. Number 2. This time a bit of the other kind of tapping, where instead of being like a bit bursty, 260 BPM it's on that lower side. But instead we see number 4, the custom song, made for COE specifically.
Yeah, done by the amazing Zenjez and done by, I believe, 0PP and also a Nuge, if I'm not to be mistaken. A very phenomenal map and quite the challenging one, I'd say.
Yeah, we saw it be played earlier, and we saw an act of 97.5 from Malishevsky, and I think 93%
Yeah.
on the side of Yari.
Yeah, and then we saw it with Krilla dropping, I think, what, 97, 98 as well? Like, those are genuine, like, I would say almost one-of-a-kind scores. Like, you can't expect to recreate that level because of how difficult this map is. There are crazy sliders. It is, of course, going to be a tech map. And it does, would it fit in the mech tech round? I'd say so, right?
I'll say so as well, yeah. I mean, both these players, not specifically known for this, but they can definitely play this. Especially runnysunny recently, who has been practicing these kinds of maps, but gnahus is no slouch either. He will definitely be able to keep up his own on this map.
Yeah, I'd 100% agree with that. You know, both of them, again, you know, they've played more than enough tournaments. They've played more than enough of these kind of maps, but, you know, at a LAN stage, at this level of difficulty, you know, you'd expect to see some slip-ups, but, and see how it goes. Early in, we do see, a bit of a first miss coming in from runnysunny, bit early in, but it is going to get trailed by gnahus, so overall, nothing to worry about yet. Yep. And it's just playing the accuracy game for the start, I would say. Yeah,
the accuracy basically at the same point at 97%. And we're going to get into the first breakdown section, see who combos a bit more. And it's runnysunny to break and traded out by gnahus.
Yeah.
And now we're seeing a bit of a deficit for gnahus, 1%, but runnysunny does trade a bit of a miss and goes down to the same accuracy. But gnahus once again missed a bit more. And now the score lead is firmly in runnysunny's hands.
Yeah, I mean, with every miss found by both these players, that score difference seems like to balance on a fulcrum, but it's getting, you know, it's still sitting in Runny's favor by about 6k. Just keeping that lead. I mean, the misses are being traded left, right, and center, and the accuracy is going to be sitting in favor of runnysunny this time as we're closing into the halfway point of the map. Another miss to be found, but, you know, gnahus is still able to catch up, but it's still 25k. That score difference is growing in favor of runnysunny by every miss found by gnahus, because the combos on this is so difficult to get. Those smaller combos that you're seeing are a lot more important than you would first expect because of how difficult it is to hold. Even in sections like this, getting through these streams, we do see gnahus finding a miss, and it might give chance to runnysunny to try and claw this one further and further away out of gnahus' reach. They're at the break, they've seen each other's scores, and the accuracy as well for Runny is looking really, really nice right now.
Yeah, a few more chain misses from gnahus really, and that's all there is in this map. Like, that's the only difference that's being made here. And that's caused the score lead to go 42% in runnysunny's favor. The combos are fairly static, like between both of them. Like when one's holding, the other one is just holding. And when one misses, the other one misses. But here we're seeing runnysunny with actually a 300 combo lead, but he also traded that out quite quickly.
Yeah, I mean, but that trade does just benefit runnysunny. Like, that score difference is now just not going to be moving from that 68k. In fact, it's still climbing in Runny's favor because we did see another miss coming from gnahus, and that accuracy difference is looking quite similar to the one you were mentioning earlier with the Malishevsky Yeri, right? With the 97.5 and the 93. I mean, that 93 is the 94. It is a 94. It's still very, very solid. But, I mean, Runny went into this knowing he's going to be comfortable on this, and he's absolutely showing it with every step of the way. I mean, of course, there are misses here and there, but, you know, that's what you expect on a map like this, this difficulty. And just coming to the ending of the slider stream, they both hit it! Hello? Okay. Sure.
Sure thing, man, sure.
The hardest part of the map, arguably, and they both hit it perfectly fine. Yeah. Okay. Well played. I mean, that is a hell of a map to get a first point on as well. Same with, you know, gnahus. This no mod 4 of Seaside Resort Fever with runnysunny. Both of them very solid points, very strong statements to make early in.
Yeah, I mean, both getting points on their own picks that one protects. So they still have that pick in their back pockets whenever they need it.
Yeah, 100%.
They can maybe use it later down the line to swing the momentum their way, maybe forcing a tiebreaker of some sort. Ooh. I'd love to see that.
Oh, I think everyone here would love to see that, but, you know, it's quite a few steps away. And, okay, is gnahus just going for the bangers?
I mean, it makes sense. It's still mech. I mean, it's still tech, but it's a different type of tech. This is like more of that stream control tech rather than the slider tech that runnysunny seems to be a bit better at.
Yeah, like you take Runny to slide attack, evidently proven he's really comfortable. But then, you know, with gnahus, you take the more tapping focus side of that skill set. and he's looking comfortable on it. I mean, the DT3 is proof of that. I'd argue it's the same thing, a tapping tech type thing. But, you go to the No Mod 3, it's the No Mod version, but I think everyone in this room knows how difficult this map really gets, especially towards that later half.
Yeah, I mean, in the first 200 combo, it's going to set the scene. If both players make it through, then it's expected, but if one player is missing, well, it could be a tough battle. Because the start is a bit easier, but it could be also easy to trip up on. And it will really show your consistency and comfortability on this map, because it's basically this, but harder.
Yeah, I mean, this just gets you, a little bit of a tease, just, see how you're feeling on the map, and then, the map starts to build more and more and gets, I'd say, just consecutively harder and harder as it goes on.
And fortunately enough, both players make it through with a combo.
Which means I think we might be in for quite a good matchup with this map. I mean, the accuracies as well, pretty similar. I mean, runnysunny's at 97.9 and gnahus at 97.2. And this early, not too crazy. Yeah. Oh yeah, boom, basically exactly the same. Oh.
A few hundreds drop by runnysunny, which gives gnahus a slight lead of 600 points.
Yeah, unlike 600 points, but I think as this map continues, we'll start to see that score difference start to, move around a bit more in either side's favor.
Yeah, and we're about to get into an intense section here.
Yeah, through the
both players are going to be able to make it through the first few cuts.
They're looking clean.
They're looking all right, that was the breakdown. Come on, let's do combos deeper into this.
Yeah, I mean, they're both just holding on 600 combo crossed, both of them on really clean accuracies. The score difference only made up by a marginal few 100s in gnahus' favor, but through the long stream, runnysunny, does find the miss.
But trade out by gnahus.
Yeah, it's traded early enough that it's actually not that dangerous, and that miss actually might help Runny more. Oh.
Yeah, and the score lead shifts over, slowly but surely. And it's a combo lead of 100 for runnysunny. And the AC lead as well, 0.3%. That's going to be doing wonders for his score.
100%. I mean, this part, just pray you don't miss on one of those carts. It can be pretty lethal if you do, but both of them. I mean, from earlier in, we could tell they were going to be clean with it, and they're just continuing to show it off more and more. Yeah,
hitting the cuts into the sliders, both doing quite well on them. A few more sets left. Are they going to be able to combo through it? And keep their combos intact? They do indeed. A bit of a hard section here, and that was the first to break, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, breaking into this section, I was going to say
trade out by Runny.
Chance. Yeah, it was going to give that chance, but Runny did trade it out, and it's traded again. So that score difference of 10k just will not be shifting anytime soon, unless something catastrophic happens at this section. But both of them seem to be cleaning up quite comfortably. Oh, another few misses by gnahus, though. Not looking too strong, but half the map to go, and still the hardest points yet. So maybe he cleans up on those parts then.
Yeah, I think it might go down just to the Twitter clip section. Whoever's going to be able to be more comfortable on it, because lead of 15k, that can quickly go away just with 1 or 2 chain misses.
100%, yeah. And, I mean, with a map like this, just a few of those chain misses are a lot easier to find than you would in most other maps. But so far, I mean, I was going to say the combo game in gnahus' favor, but did unfortunately find a break. And now Runny's getting a small bit of a chance to run away with it. Does have just a narrow accuracy lead, but that combo helping by a decent bit, and another miss to be found from gnahus. And there's a third of the map left, and I think we're getting ready for the fun part.
We are indeed. The players do see the state of the play. It's 22k lead for runnysunny with a combo of 400 more. And accuracy is basically exact same. Watch.
I think he thinks he's hitting it. He might hit it. He's confident.
They have to have balls to declare that.
Yeah. He is laying out every bit of aura on the line here. He is hoping to just go home the coldest man alive.
This could be generational aura loss here.
This could be generational. This is for the Twitter clip, though.
Is this going to be aura debt, or is it going to be aura gain? We're going to find out in a few seconds' time.
Here we
go, Torva.
Go. The map really kicking off. These controlled sections are so brutal to hit.
Oh, unfortunately not.
Going into the aura debt does find a few misses, but I mean, coming out of that still in the lead, which is quite good for him. And I mean, gnahus didn't find too many misses, but they're basically trading left and right. So that score difference, I mean, it's declining a small bit, but every miss is just moving it back in Runny's favor more and more.
Yeah, unfortunately, a bit of an aura loss there, but not the worst. He still comes out on top with 30k difference.
Yeah.
But gnahus did play that section technically a bit better. He's came into the section with a bit less sack, but now he's ahead. accuracy-wise.
Yeah.
And ultimately, it was that combo that mattered in the end. Because, I mean, the combos the accuracies are so similar.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, both of them playing extremely well, and yeah, during one of the hardest diff spikes of this map, arguably, and I don't even arguably, definitively, you know, gnahus did play it a bit better, but that earlier performance from Runny did keep that score lead in his favor. As the map is coming to its close, it is going to be the first breakpoint of this match, going in favor of runnysunny. A very strong performance, but unfortunately is going to a bit of aura debt after a missed call on the watch.
Despite winning it.
Yeah.
I mean, now it's 2-1, 3 maps in. You've won your first breakpoint. I think it might be time for the protect.
I'd say so, yeah, because you can absolutely continue going off
Oh.
it. Oh, it's back! And then, where's the miss found? Oh, he didn't tap the first. No, unlucky. And then a few more afterwards. I respect the confidence, but unfortunately wasn't able to be paid off. But I mean, yeah, as you were mentioning, right, that going into that protect, that no mod 5, I think it's a very solid idea as well, because you can just continue to gain that lead, you know, get that extra point on the board, and from there, you don't have to worry about anything. You just win your own maps if you're able to, and you're confident to, and boom, you scored a win.
Yeah, I mean, that whole no mod pool is looking quite juicy. That's 2 maps now that runnysunny has won. And there we go, number 5.
Yeah.
Kind of as expected.
Stairway
Trying
to
to
the
lock in this first breakpoint, hopefully. We might see a surprise from gnahus. I mean, he's no slouch of a player himself. He should be able to play this, but I think Runny will be more comfortable on this pick. And it'll really come down to that consistency. Will they be able to hit that CS 7.8 on those setups?
Yeah, like, you know, gnahus is known for his 3 mod capabilities. He's used to, you know, small CSs, but, you know, you get to, you know, normal hard rock, and you got some small circles. Then you have, you know, an extra level like CS 6.5, and that's kind of crazy. And then, you know, we're going up to this level, and it's a bit
even
brutal.
harder. It's
yeah.
even so hard.
Like, it's like a borderline unique skill set in its own right to go from like 6.5 to like anything up. Oh, this one's the 6.8 one.
Oh.
Maybe able to help a bit more then, because, you know, you're not having to worry too much about being pinpoint accurate, but, you know, still can't get a bit lazy. Oh, does not seem like he is liking this though. gnahus maybe not so comfortable on the precision, and then you look at the other side, runnysunny looking pretty clean with it. Does find a few misses on that section. These you know, these random like angle jumps are really difficult to hit, especially at this CS size, but, you know, he's looking a lot more comfortable than gnahus is, where, you know, gnahus is at 73%. I have a feeling if this wasn't immediately protected, this would have been the first ban.
Yeah. I mean, look at that score from gnahus.
Yeah.
If he had the opportunity, he definitely would not have wanted to play this.
Yeah. I mean, it's understandable. If you're not used to playing, you know, a circle size smaller than 6.5, you don't really ever want to play it.
I mean, it's also paired on the AR8, which, I mean, look at it. Look how many nodes you have to focus on. You've got these tiny little circles you're trying to aim out.
Yeah.
And there's like a million of them.
Yeah, and you can't have a chance of second guessing yourself because, you know, the circles are too small that you second guess yourself, you immediately miss anyway. So you just have to be comfortable on both that AR8 reading plus this small circle size, and, you know, the amalgamation of the two, not the greatest thing if you're not comfortable to it, but, you know, other side, you know, runnysunny looking at a significant cleaner, 130k score difference, and does sit around that 91% accuracy, and just overall just cleaning up workhead, like just making sure he's getting that point on the board for himself.
Yep. Now we're going to get into the last section, which is more wide ankle jumps. runnysunny making it through the first set, but not making it through the second. And is he going to be able to close out this A rank? That 90% is the goal for him, I reckon.
Yeah, that's what you got to hope for. I mean, he's definitely improved a bit of accuracy compared to an early section. Oh.
A few chain misses here and there. Losing a bit of focus, so down to that 90%. 90.6, 90.7, climbing up and down.
Come on, stay above that 90%. Go on.
Oh, that section's so brutal.
Oh, it's getting close. He's below
it's below,
90.
He's below. Unfortunately closed out with a B rank, but a win is a win.
Hey, a win is a win, and it's a pretty one-sided win on that map. So you can't really complain if you're runnysunny there. Like, you know, maybe a bit lower accuracy than you'd hope for, but more than enough to get that point on the board, putting you 3-1 against gnahus. I mean, it's a good position to be in, but gnahus has his pick now, and I wonder what he wants to go into.
I mean, if you ignore the hidden pool, we've kind of played the extreme ends on the AR scale and the and the CS scale.
Yeah.
We've played a 10.7 AR, an AR8, and a CS 6.8.
Yeah.
We've played all the extremes now.
So we could go somewhere in the middle and go into something that I feel like gnahus would be quite comfortable with, and possibly look at, like, you know,
DC2, maybe.
yeah, I was thinking, like, either go into the Protect, the DT2, or even look at any of the slot 1 pools.
Yeah.
Because all of those can help a lot. But, oh, he's going to be going into it. Going into the Protect, trying to get that point back.
I think this is going to be a mash fiesta.
Yeah.
Who's going to be able to mash the best? But gnahus, maybe on the shorter streams, he will have the finger control for them. He'll be able to start them at the perfect time and hit like the triples, the quints, and everything. But it's going to come down to basically if he's going to be able to hold enough ack on the longer streams. Is he going to be able to mash through them and maybe hit some of the slightly spaced stuff? Or is runnysunny going to be able to compete with him on that?
Yeah, I feel like this could be one of those cases where it's like, you know, burst speed accuracy versus, you know, maybe lower average accuracy but longevity on those set streams. And with this one, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, this map kind of like rotates between them, where you have the shorter bursts and those longer streams.
Yeah, you've got like those patterns where you have a slider into like kind of a triple, where you have the end of the slider and then like another slider that's like 1/4 space between them.
Yeah.
Those are so brutal because they're so spaced, and you need to go really quick through them.
Yeah, I mean, this map sits at like, what, 290 BPM PT?
293, I believe.
293. Ooh.
I've grinded so much, I should know.
That's fair.
I think it might be 292 and a half.
Oh, it's always the decimal ones. It's always the decimal ones. But I mean, here we go.
Yeah, it's 292 and a half.
Damn.
Those who know.
Those who know. I'm sadly not the one who knows, but here we go. One of those first longer streams, and we're seeing that difference basically immediately. You know, those, getting through those bursts, a higher accuracy for gnahus, even on the longer stream, but runnysunny wasn't too far behind, and is actually building some accuracy on some of those long streams. It definitely has the capability of keeping up, but just needs to find the momentum, find the swing into this map, and he can start to really claw his way back up. The score difference, only 23k in advantage for gnahus, and the first quarter of the map's already done. This map is it seems quite short with D2.
Yeah, I mean, it's on around 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's still fairly long, but I think this is the first time in this tournament where we don't see a blowout on this map. Where it's not like 97% versus 60% that we've been seeing all week. This is 93 versus 92. This is very close. This is basically who's going to be able to hold on to the stamina all the way till the end. Because this song does not let up. There's constant streams, just going here and there, different lengths. And right now it's looking like it's in gnahus' ballpark.
Yeah, I mean, so far he's definitely been looking pretty comfortable on it, but the accuracy difference, only 3%. All it takes is either one really bad stream moment from gnahus or a really good one from runnysunny. And it looks like he's actually getting a bit cleaner on those bursts and streams, but gnahus is still looking clean on them, halfway point. The stamina not giving out just yet. So, 31k score difference in his favor still.
And unfortunately, there goes Sunny's combo that he was holding on to 300. And now it's gnahus in the combo lead, but he does trade out himself. Yeah. And our score lead is staying at that 30k mark, which is quite a significant amount at this point.
Yeah, especially as this map continues to go on, it's going to be so much harder to recover that accuracy, as, it's still going to be draining all that stamina, plus having played so many more nodes by that point. But seeing each other's scores, they've seen that, it's definitely plausible here for runnysunny to try and claw this one back, but it is going to take a lot of work, and seeing a miss right before the slider on that stream doesn't help, but it is going to get traded out. But we're going to need to see, honestly, near perfect gameplay from Runny if he really wants to claw this one back.
And I mean, the great equalizer is coming. The 100 node stream is about to come after this slower section, which both players missed right before.
Yeah, both of them going in.
Who's ready?
Basically the same
Who's
combo.
ready for the long stream?
Go on, let's see who gets through it longer. Who can survive long enough through that stream? Because it's so brutal, it's difficult, and we're seeing the
mashing on both sides.
Oh.
I mean, both players basically played the exact same way.
Yeah, I mean, the accuracies didn't change too much from their differences. They're both still about 3% accuracy difference. The score difference still at 50k. The map is coming towards its ending, and it's a 50k advantage for gnahus. I mean, this answers the question that we had before. Is the higher BPM burst enough to beat out longevity? On a map like this, where it sits at, 10 stars DT?
Yep.
Evidently it is.
It is.
It's all he needs, and he gets him that second point on the board, and a good one at that.
Yeah, I mean, that was really necessary for gnahus here if he wants
Yes.
to make his way back for this comeback. I mean, he lost his second pick,
Yeah.
but now he's been able to kind of shift the momentum his way in some sort of way. And are we going to be seeing, like, we basically run out of these extreme picks.
Yeah.
We now have those first slots. We have that numbered 1, hidden 1, hard rock 1,
Yeah.
and I believe hidden 3.
I believe so as well, yeah. And of course the No More 2 as well. I think No More 2 would lean maybe slightly more towards the extreme just because of how brutal the flowing gets towards the ending. But for the rest of them, yeah, I think it will just generally either be that mix of that consistency battle, the nerve battle, or just overall the confidence battle if they're feeling good today.
Yeah, I think I'm expecting a hit number 2 pick or a hidden 3 pick from Runny, and gnahus is going to be mashing those first slot picks.
Yeah, I would expect to see that as well. But we'll see what's going on here. Yeah, I mean, it is hot on stage. I do not blame the need to wipe down the sweat because it is boiling in this venue.
Yeah, and it rained like 2 hours ago,
I
so
know.
the humidity just went inside.
Yeah.
Because the doors are open, like, it became, like, as soon as it rained, like, it was so humid inside. It was horrible.
Yeah, I remember, like, every 5-10 minutes, I was just going back outside just so I could, like...
Just get some fresh air.
Yeah, just so I wasn't, like, groggy all the time. But...
We live.
We live, we learn, and we enjoy Osu. That's the best part.
I'm still waiting for this pick, but... I mean, the gnahus can play this whole pool, so it's very hard for Ronnie to pick, relatively. It'll be what he's more comfortable on at the time, and it's that number 2.
Yep, it's the one that you predicted earlier in, right? Going into the 240 BPM tapping. The 240 BPM kind of stamina. It depends if, you're comfortable at 240. Would it be considered stamina because it's not finger control?
I mean, it's definitely not finger control. The streams do get long. I think like 60 notes-ish. That's like a death stream.
Yeah, I didn't realize it got that long, and I've played the map quite countless times.
I mean, in the ending.
Oh right,
that long stream is like 60 notes long.
Oh jeez.
And then back to back to back. So that's where all the stamina part is.
So you have to conserve stamina for the whole map, hit one of the most disgusting flow-in patterns in the game, just to follow up with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this map's quite brutal.
It is indeed.
How is it considered farm at this point?
I mean, the stream shapes fairly easy.
Yeah.
They're really flowy, and I mean, they go like basically in the same direction and
That's
have
true.
a nice flow to them, except for like 2.
Yeah.
The one that goes like up and then down, that one's brutal.
Yeah, that and the first stream for me are like the most evil things on the planet. But, I mean, early in, we are seeing a bit more of that accuracy confidence coming in from gnahus, but both pretty much tied up at this point. Less than 600 score difference between them, so it's going to wait until the first major moment. But, we do see a very early break from runnysunny. Hopefully a tactical miss, because that you don't want to see that be a fortune there.
Yeah, these misses are quite uncharacteristic. I mean, the map is fairly intense, but still on the easier side. But yeah, hopefully a bit of a tactical miss here, but gnahus is running away with it a bit here with that full combo. But runnysunny has equalized that act, and we get into the first base stream section, and it's gnahus actually that's making out with his combo, and he makes it through the second set as well.
Yeah, he is just looking clean through it. Just every stream, the accuracy does drop here and there.
And we get into another one. Is gnahus be able to hold on?
Oh, he's just clean. The tapping is so crisp, especially on those past 2 streams with perfect SSs. Overall, the 240 confidence from gnahus right now are looking very, very good. runnysunny now having to play the catch-up game, only 40k behind, first quarter in. Definitely recoverable, but it is going to need, a miss from gnahus relatively soon if he wants to start that catch-up game.
Yeah, this is definitely not going as runnysunny expected. He probably expected to hold a combo himself and hope that gnahus maybe miss, but would rely on it. But it's looking like it's the opposite. It's runnysunny with like a miss here and there, and gnahus somehow makes it through that stream. I mean, I saw him like hit very late and still somehow catch up.
Yeah, I mean, gnahus, the recovery on that, the save, unreal, and then, just overall playing this.
And we get into another space stream here. Is he going to make it out?
Oh,
he missed it right
the jump! But he almost gets to the stream cleanly as well. The flow aim from gnahus looking unbelievably good right now. And the tapping also more than good enough to keep up the accuracy to runnysunny, but the combo game from him earlier in, unrivaled at this point from runnysunny.
Yeah, I mean, I think the act should tell you a story here. It's very close, even though runnysunny has missed a lot. He's missed a lot, but he's still ahead. That means he's a bit more confident on this compared to gnahus, who has managed to kind of combo game himself into a 60k lead, which is slowly but surely shrinking. And maybe we're going to see that stamina fade into the ending. And potentially, if we see a massive chain miss, that could be the opportunity that runnysunny requires here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
but
it's still requiring to do that on the fly in the moment without failure.
There's a few things that need to go right here for runnysunny. First of all, he needs to combo through. I mean, it's the easiest section, but it's still really hard to combo through. And currently, he's doing that part of it. And the next part that he needs to rely on is gnahus for his tapping to fade a tiny amount. For him to start chain miss in the end, he needs to basically just hold on to the end if possible.
Yeah.
And then this map could still be his. 50k difference now. 15k just disappear like that in a less intense section. And we have a bit more free combo that will leave it down to 40k. And it's just going to go down to that whole intense section. Who's going to be able to play this better? It's basically runnysunny is in the hands of the mercy of gnahus here on this pick.
If gnahus continues to have as clean tapping as he did at the start and doesn't run into major problems, you know, this could be, you know, a very unfortunate moment, but getting in towards this build-up, I mean, Runny is starting to play the combo game, and we see a miss from gnahus. Wait, this opens up the opportunity perfectly, but does Runny get through this? Getting into the hardest stream of the map, the main div spike, everyone knows this map for. Runny gets through the first one!
It's getting through the second!
Gets through the second! The score difference change!
And that was a lead for runnysunny!
1.1k combo, closing into that 1.2k. The accuracy almost a percentage ahead.
But he still needs to keep going. He still needs to keep going. If he chain misses, it can still go to gnahus. But it looks like he's been missing too much. And runnysunny just made the run for it. He made that 50k disappear onto his side.
Yeah, he took the inch he was given and sprinted the mile, going as far as possible. 60k in advantage.
It was looking so dire at the start, like through the whole map. 50k difference. And now it's a 50k difference for runnysunny. Like, how did this just happen? How did we just see this?
I mean, I think you really called it, to be fair, right? It came to the accuracy game. Runny was at the same accuracy, but way more misses, who's cleaner on the 240. And you fully predicted it.
I mean, he did what he had to do on the ending.
Exactly.
Like, he did not play the start at all well at all. And then he popped off right at the end when it was necessary. And made a score difference of 100k somehow. Like, that was insane.
You cannot ever expect a repeat performance like that. But it turns out, you give runnysunny something playable. Nice. You give runnysunny something normally playable for the average player base. Can't do it. You give him the diff spike, and he shreds like no tomorrow. That is just a performance and a half, and you can tell he is ecstatic about it. That has absolutely buffed the mood as much as possible. And, you know, he's now at match point.
He is indeed. And that was all down to gnahus to basically just win 2 maps in a row, one of its own, one of runnysunny's, and then the tiebreaker. That's the part he has to take from here. And that will start off with hidden 1.
Starting off, with the hidden 1. Good bit of like a hidden mech tech kind of map as well. Has some really cool slider shapes that always just stuck in my mind. And overall, quite a challenging map to combo, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think we've seen that many high combos.
I don't think so. I think it was like mostly a difference of accuracy here.
Yeah.
If 1 or 2 combos sprinkled throughout through each play, but it was basically like 98 versus 96, and that's the difference we've been seeing.
Yep, so it's going to be testing your ability on hidden sliders and, of course, a good bit of mechanics littered in between as well, as you're already seeing this early in.
Yeah, this is the first time we're seeing the hidden mod being used in this match.
Yeah, I mean, they've both been kind of avoiding it like a plague, but, you know, now having to go into it. You do see an early miss coming in from runnysunny, but it is going to get traded out by gnahus, so overall going to be a pretty balanced matchup. And talking about the accuracy game, it was a lead for runnysunny, still in the lead for runnysunny, but not by a major margin anymore. But that combo going back and forth, yeah, this map is a lot harder to combo than you may think at first, but you play it yourself and you'll start to see where the challenge really lies in this map.
Yeah, right now, very close, but it was runnysunny with the combo advantage and the act advantage, and that lead is around 8k.
Yeah.
But gnahus, as I said, he does miss. He was in a driver's seat there with that combo, which is now traded out by both players, and the difference has gone down to 5k.
And it's really going to be down to that combo game from gnahus' side, and if he's going to be able to hit those long streams or not.
Yeah. I mean, they're both just trading misses left and right. The accuracy still advantages Runny, but yeah, no.
And this finger control section is tedious.
Oh, gotta be ready. I mean,
we see a bit of spamming from gnahus, but he's making it through with his combo intact, and we do see runnysunny miss on him.
yeah.
So I think that might be the right call from gnahus to cheese it just a tiny amount. And he does make it to that stream with his combo intact, but he does miss, unfortunately.
Yeah, the miss right after is not what you wanted to see, especially when he has to play the combo game at this point, right? I mean, he's in a pretty deep accuracy deficit. We do see another miss coming in from Runny, but he's at a 14k lead, and here's
they
the
trade
cool
him out
sliders.
again.
Yeah, I mean, this part is so brutal to, play through, but we saw earlier in that Runny is comfortable on slide attack, but both of them pretty evenly matched in this section, and we're only halfway through. There's still opportunities left and right.
Yeah, I mean, there we go. We see a bit of a chain miss from runnysunny, dropping his ag by around 0.5%. gnahus a bit of the same, but the lead has gone down. It's shrunk from 20k down to 4k. 4k, as I say that, 5k. Oh, hit a bit to the left, and now the lead is going on to gnahus' favor.
Oh, but every miss and act drop from gnahus is actually going to keep shifting it slightly more and more in favor of Runny. By small margins, mind you, but every miss is causing that shift.
No, what's happened? Oh no. I think something happened to gnahus' PC.
Oh no.
I mean, the score lead just went to 30k. He was unable to play it, and now he's struggling a bit on his 1/3 sections.
Oh, that is a tragic thing to have happen. Maybe.
Yeah, he's not happy with that, is he?
Yeah, I saw the curse stance. Just trying to get the stress out. It's 50k score difference. I mean, the combo is small bit ahead, but by a very tiny amount. The accuracy, just under 3% difference. But if gnahus really goes crazy on this ending, even after that miss, if he fully locks it in, he could have a chance. But
GG, written down, unfortunately.
And yeah, it is unfortunate, having whatever it was that did happen to the start of that. It is really, really tragic. But
we're going to be seeing a bit of cursor dancing here.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, unfortunately, this ends on a sour note here. A bit of a lag spike, tilting gnahus here. It was looking very, very close until that happened, but unfortunately, it decided the match whether we like it or not. It's how it goes, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just get a lag spike and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, sometimes it just happens. You move on. You just pray it doesn't happen again in future events. But even despite that, both of them did play incredibly well. And like runnysunny, especially, I can't go over that No More 2 performance. Especially
That No More 2 was insane.
Like that is just unbelievable to see happen. Especially on stage, seeing it all in person. Like you just can't expect that to happen every time. And somehow, once every time, it will still happen.
Yeah. I think it might be time for a little bit of an interview with runnysunny, I believe.
Yeah.
If you'd like to get on stage.
Go on over.
Come on over, man.
Come join us in the middle. Oh, don't break things. Are the headphones okay? You good? Okay, he's good. No, I can hear it.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Hi, runnysunny.
Come here, bro. We're sweating.
It's a bit too wet to have a hug here, unfortunately. Oh.
Hey, they'll go for it anyway.
Tic-tac session, yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Tell us about your thoughts on that match. Like, did it go as expected? Did anything go wrong? Or, yeah, any thoughts?
Okay. I'll be completely honest. The past week has been such a horrible mess. I will say something. Before this match started, I was talking with my girlfriend, and she sadly gave me the news that her dog passed away right before the match, and I was a bit emotionally taken, and it was a hard thought, but I was still mentally fine to do this match, and I brought this teddy bear especially because to honor her. I witnessed or honor this tournament performance, especially to her and her family. So I love you, babe. And everything I do here is for everyone, for the community, and especially my girlfriend. So I hope you don't struggle at home. But yeah. Last thing to say. Germany's back, baby! Woo!
That was not what I expected. No, I won't. I don't really have questions, but overall, really well played. And come here, man. Come here, man.
Aww.
I hope you do well, man.
I'm doing well.
Hell yeah.
At least this is the last thing. Can I say? At least this is the last positive thing, except for this community and this event, that has gone this well. And this may be, because I play box right now, this may be probably the only win I will get this year, but we don't give a fuck. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, I wouldn't go declaring that you're gonna lose, but come on, give it your best shot. I believe you can do it.
Listen, there's reality and there is hopes, and I have the hopes for it. I genuinely have the hopes to win against Box, but Box is the favorite, but I will give my best to win this match. But I forgot to say that you must admire, especially gnahus' performances in play-ins, because holy fuck, I was scared to play against him. This guy was like doing top ones against Emrek Malishevsky performances. So it is unfortunate that he couldn't perform at his best. Probably the same for me, even though I got some crazy run. But I must say, this was even an honor to even play or even lose against him. Or even win, whatever. It's just an honor to even be here. And thank you, gnahus, especially for this match. You're one of a great guy and a great player. Thank you so much.
Well, on that note, that's it for this tournament for today. All the round of quarterfinals, round of 16 matches are done, and we're gonna resume tomorrow. But this is not the last show that's happening today. At 9 p.m. we're gonna be having Mindblock be hosted, which is a trivia game show hosted by Nianara, I believe. So we hope to see you there, which is in approximately 45 minutes. See you guys there.